Sam, I love your effort, but I don't know what you're doing in this one. I don't know what kind of, just bear with me here, guys. What is up? It's your boy, Johnny Shrevine, BB Pro, Mr. Sulek. It is. Welcome back to another episode of Coaching Up. Today, guys, we're coaching up your boy, Sam Sulek, featuring his incline bench press, dumbbell front raises for chest, and then side lateral raises with dumbbells as well, too, guys. In this video, we're gonna emphasize full range of motion and lifting with intention. Let's get right into it. So I've watched Sam Sulek, guys, so I'm not gonna go easy on him. But Sam Sulek is a dope ass dude. He's one of the kind of guys that I would love to collaborate with and just train with him and just give him some of my knowledge, because the guy's got great intention, but he's gotta take it the extra mile with that full range of motion. All that power and the strength that this guy has, he can go so much further and lift a little bit, even lifting a little bit less and get the same results. I'm telling you guys. So just watch this, guys. I want to show you guys how to lift with intention through your full range of motion. And first up, guys, we're gonna watch him do his incline barbell press. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. He's got 3 plates on, benching it with ease. He's a strong ass dude, which means that like he can get so much more out of this. So like, he put on some more weight. 4, his arms are kind of stacked. 5, he's got a little bit of a, medium grit. 6, 7, damn, 8. And this guy's stopping in a place where it's actually making it harder, like making it actually harder, but not necessarily more efficient. Like, kudos to him for being absolutely a beast in the gym. But again, young cat, you guys watch him. I want to be like Sam, because he's gonna have his chin channel gonna skyrocket. Everyone loves seeing the young guys. He's making it, that trajectory going up, like the Trent twins and Eubanks and all these young kids just skyrocketing. And you guys want to follow them, but I'm gonna show you guys exactly what to do. So follow along when we're doing this. Okay, so if you are at an actual gym and you are set up that way, great. If you're at home or you have a bench where you have to set up, here's what we want to do. Number 1, so make sure the bench is even with the bar, right? So use this, literally, it makes sense, because you don't want to get in here and all of a sudden you're benching like this. So we're here, we're pretty much equal. Now, when we're looking at how far back should this thing be, and that's like one of the biggest annoyances of setting up in a rack like this, where you want this is to be like close. You should be able to like look at it with your eye, right? Pulling it as close to the rack here, like at the front of the rack, and you should be able to see it here, because you want to just be able to pull it off, come out, bench, come up, and put it back. So basically what you want to do is, once you have, remember, shoulders back and away from your ears, right? Back and away. So if you just do it like this standing up, you can go back and away and just sit here and fall backwards is just as good. And then from there, put your hands up and then, where you need to be in terms of, width. You can be a little outside shoulder width. You can be a little wider if you want. Whatever you're comfortable with. I'm telling you, like, the medium grip for me is the best for me. Regardless, now my shoulders are down. All I want to be able to do is just extend my elbows and pull it up. Rep, up. That's where you should have it. You shouldn't be here then like finally like, shit, or this is too low and you're like, oh my God, jeez. Or it's like too high and you're like, you gotta like reach and then put it over. So you want it to be in a place where you can just literally extend the elbows, pull forward, and then full range, up and back, right? I had to really make it dramatic of smashing back and forth. But what I mean by lifting with intention is like literally just slow the shit down. You can lift weights without even being present, literally. People are so focused on just getting the weight up, or how many reps they're doing, and they're not thinking about like just being in the exact moment. And that's literally what lifting intention really is. It's like taking your muscle-mind connection to the next level. Like now you understand, like when muscle you're hitting, now you want to like slow things down and feel every little bit of the contraction. So when we're looking at Sam and his rep, and I'll put some weight on here. I know you guys are gonna be like, he's doing 315. Man, I see those dumb comments. But for the sake of it, Sam's got good form. He's already here, his joints are stacked, he's strong as hell, and he's coming down to here. The important part of this lift is like here to here. Like from here to here is like the most important part of the lift. And from here to here coming down. Your body, in terms of muscle growth and really like stimulating muscle growth, every muscle does the best in that stretching position under the load and then contracting. The contraction is important too, but missing the stretch, like stretching that muscle out under a load is extremely important for you to get some really good gains. So you really don't want to be from here and then come all the way down. Big breath in, expand the chest, and then pressing right up, right? And pushing yourself into the bench. Coming down, opening up, and then pressing yourself into the bench. Literally, when you start your warm-up, do that. I'll get some weight so you guys can see what it means, what I mean by doing it under load, and we'll go through it really quick. This is real, just so they know this is a real plate. These ain't no fake plates. This is real shit. This is rusted as a mug. Hey, what's up, guys? A lot of you guys have watched the video but not subscribed, so do your boy a favor and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that post notification button as well too, so next time I put a video, you'll be the first ones to get it. Hopefully by now you guys like the show. So if you like the show, hit the like button. All right, so let's set up. We're sitting down on the bench. Our feet are gonna be, pretty much under our knees. So you're almost like you're about to squat. We can get up, sit down, right? Give yourself back. Roll this thing in the front at least to make sure it's sitting at the front of the rack. Get your positioning, shoulders back and away from your ears. Gauge that core from floor to core. We're gonna press this thing up. And then on the way down, we're gonna ride it down and just open up. And then squeeze it up. Like this is intention. And pressing. I'm not just talking to Sam, I'm talking to everyone watching. This should be your rep. I don't care if you're training for strength or training just for size. The difference between a strength rep again would look like this, and a trying to get big rep would look like this. All the way down. You want this arm to go from here and it to travel all the way back. See how far that range of motion is? Stretches this pec all the way back and then presses all the way forward and brings it right in. You want to stretch and then contract. Stretch it right out. Don't miss all that gains here. All them gains is right here. Like, just feeling it's like, it's, and just pressing from there. That's what you want. Lift with intention, meaning just be in that moment. The second you sit down, the second you unrack the weight, you're already thinking floor to core, shoulders back away from your ears, pressing it up, getting it level, stacking the joints, fists, wrists, and elbows, cracking the elbows, letting them break, riding it down, letting the chest take it all. Big breath, and then, now I know this is only 135, but strength is relative. If you're that strong, take your reps full range. Get the best out of that. Get the best out of every rep. All right, so I know the next exercise he's doing is pec deck, but I've done a bunch of videos on pec deck. So guys, check out this video if you want to see a good tutorial on how to do pec deck right here. But we're gonna move over to his front raise he's using for chest. But we gotta, Sam, I love your effort, but I don't know what you're doing in this one. I don't know what kind of, just bear with me here, guys. The dude's an absolute unit, by the way. Like, he's a unit. Somebody get this guy a videographer, man. I think he's dope. We just gotta work on his form there. It's too low. So we're gonna listen to what does he say here?
The chest press has been taken, unfortunately for me. So instead I'll do a set of these cross body flies. So the logic is you grab dumbbells, light-ish, hold them in front of your quads, and you, just by moving them in this movement path, you just try to flex your pec. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend it to like the beginner lifter. It's kind of just like, don't do it unless you can actually pop your pecs.
So I love how he gives a disclaimer. He's doing this, when I say with intention, it also means you are doing exactly what you say you're doing. So like, intention would be like the opposite of what intention would be. Like if he was like, yeah, man, so, I'm just repping right here because I want that really good full range of motion right here, because it's really gonna work my triceps. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about, right? But he's actually saying, look, if you don't know how to engage your pec, if you can't flex your pec in the full range of motion, do not try these out. But I'm gonna say, Sam, I'm gonna show you something even better. All right. Okay, so, all right, so there's so many things wrong with this that aren't even gonna benefit Sam even being as big and strong as he is. You gotta use this strength. Anyone who's watching this who's actually very, very strong, use that strength to give you so much more control over what you're doing, to have more intention with your full range of motion. You're gonna get better results. You will yield better results. So let me just go over the anatomy with you guys so you understand. Number one, like I get it, he wants, he's basically putting himself in a position where there's a load already on the chest, right? So he's flexing up and he's kind of doing this, but he's also like up here like this. So this is gonna take away from your full range of motion. It's gonna take away from your pec because you're utilizing your shoulder to pull up this way, and then when you're trying to pull over, you look right now, I've shortened the load. I've shortened it. Look, check it out. Right here, I'm doing one of these violin things. I used to play violin back in the day, I'm dead serious. But literally, he's like this, he's doing this, right? Unfortunately, if you look at it, flexing my trap is pulling my shoulder even closer. It's adducting my shoulder, right? So it's taken away from the full range. It's actually like, I'm at the end range just kind of doing this. It'll be like doing a bicep curl up here and be like, yeah, let's go, bro. Really getting that, right? No, right? So this lift is so much better if we go from here all the way up to here, all the way up, and keeping the shoulder down. You want the shoulder down and then pulling all the way up. So let me show you with some weight. And you don't have to use hardly any weight with this at all, because we're really trying to engage the muscle completely. So even for me, as strong as I am, I'm gonna grab these 30s. The same weight I bicep curl with. Well, between 30 and 40. All right, so if you look at me right here, he's basically kind of, I gotta find out how to do this wrong. All right, we're here, and we're, right? Like, this is not really doing much, right? Because you want, even though there's a load on it, there's not much. The line of pull here, the tension, there's not much on here. As if I stood up straight like this, shoulders back away from my ears, put these bad boys on the side, you can see my chest is already engaged. My shit is burning already, and I can lift these things. I might have picked the wrong weight. Lesson learned. But you gotta be willing to drop the weight so you can actually feel this and move with intention. Full range of motion looks like this, flexing from up and bring it to the middle here. You can see how much my chest is literally working to pull this thing up, right? And I'm pulling with my chest. My chest is doing the moving. I'm going from here and I'm flexing up. And you're wondering, well, what is that gonna do? It's gonna really work this part of your chest. Your clavicle head of your chest helps with shoulder flexion, right? It helps do this. So it's like a front delt and upper pec, clavicle pec movement. So we want to be from here all the way up to here, because that's your full range of motion. You're gonna get a lot more than doing this. Even if I'm bent over and I try to put a little load on it, I'm not going anywhere. This isn't going anywhere. It would even make even more sense if he stayed in this position like this and then took it all the way out to here. That would make sense, because that makes it that much harder anyway. But again, being down here, there's no tension. Now here, there's tension, right from the start, and pulling up. And then just take your time with it. You don't have to go fast. You don't have to pump these out. The longer the time of the tension, the better. And we're just pulling up, controlling it down. And that's what you want to do, is you want to find a way that you can do this with. If you gotta, you've seen these guys like looking like a freaking kettlebell swing. Like, this is all momentum. I can do this all day long. Like, this is actually dope. This is how my hips, look at this, yeah. This is perfect. I'm not doing any chest right now, right? Do I slow this thing down? Hard. Shoulders back and away from my ears, pulling up and down. And you can do it with a little bit of a supination. Supination is gonna make your chest work a little bit more from here. It's gonna target a little bit more up here. That's all you gotta need to know. Right, you can do it with the hammer as well too, but the more you do this, you see where it changes. Right, if you look at my shoulder and how it changes by just supinating, or externally rotating at it, I should say. So full range. Find a weight that you can do this with. You should be able to take any weight, do this, and then add a load and still be able to do this. If you can't do this, I'm talking the arms just flexed like this and it's not moving. You're pulling from here, we're not pulling from here. We're pulling from here and it's doing this. Up. If you can't do this with added weight, you're doing too much weight. Lower the weight, full range of motion, lift with intention. You know exactly what you're doing, you know exactly what you're feeling. Hey guys, check it out. Have you joined my members only for the exclusive content? Sign up now. Hit the link in the description below.
Next time on Coaching Up.
This guy is massive. He is impressive. Sam, if you see this video, man, holla at your boy. Collaborate. I'll come to you. Pause. I'll fly to you. I'll fly to you, Sam. I just blew that collab. He's like, what? Ew. Anyway, guys, that is it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy that. If you guys want to see me coach up any other YouTuber or coach, let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, guys, you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.